Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed is a spiritual crossing of the threshold to the world of being a truly expanded human being. Hosted by mediums Cheryl Murphy and Kelley Eckhart.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's show. We are so happy to be back. I just want to say hello to our audience members, and it's a big show today, and we'll tell you why in just a moment. But let me say hello to everyone in the audience. Please say hello back as you're logging on. Say hi to Kelley and myself. And let me just take a moment to welcome you to Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed, and to my colleague, Kelley Eckhart. Hi, Kelley. How are you?
I am great. Thank you, Cheryl. How are you? And we were just with each other a few days ago, but it's great to see you again.
Thank you. It's been so long, Kelley.
Right?
We want to say hi to everyone logging on, and we have such a great show. And thank you guys for watching us last week. Kelley and I were doing an expo in Brooklyn, New York, and so many of you came by, and we just want to thank everyone. We're going to be saying hi to all of you and talking more about the expo in just a moment.
Yes, that was amazing. I was so honored and happy that people came to visit us. I mean, I felt really special. So thank you.
They did. And we had many of you. It was a 3-day event in Brooklyn, New York. We had many of you come in from Manhattan or from the New York area. And really, we had a few people that were locals in Brooklyn. Yeah. So, I mean, thank you for that as well, because then, they got to tell us about the area. We got to check out a little bit of Brooklyn while we were there. It was super.
I loved Brooklyn. Yeah. It's a town that everybody was so nice. Mm-hmm. They don't sleep. The town goes all night long. It's amazing. And there's so much in such a in just a 2-block area, there was 5 or 6 delis. I mean, it was great. And little grocery stores and a little 99-cent store. And you can literally you don't have to drive. I mean, although I did get a rental car.
Yeah. It was great. We had a great time. And just as you're logging on, let's say hi to some of our audience members, our listeners logging on. We want to say hi to Sue and Kristen.
And Amanda, Maria.
Oh, Maria. That's Jose, great. Christina.
Anna and Emily. Welcome, you guys. Thank you. And Sue, did you say Sue and Kristen already, huh?
Sue and Amanda, Jose, Emily, yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And Kathy, hi, Kathy.
They're logging on. We'll give you guys a few moments as we step into the show tonight. So we're going to be sharing some stories or maybe some tips or tools that you need on how to manage your energy for the holidays. But the name of the show is called, Sharing the Joy of Appreciation. So I know that we have a lot to appreciate tonight, but we are so grateful just to have you. And it was such a successful out-of-town event, Kelley. I just want to say
well, thank you, Cheryl. I'm so glad that we did this. I really enjoyed it. It was a learning experience, we're learning, and I think that we did pretty good for our first time.
We did great. Our first time out of state. Yeah. Done some
exciting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we have another. Go ahead.
Yep. I wanted to say hi to Kim. We have to have her back on the show. Hi, Kim. Thank you for joining us. We love Kim. She's amazing. We got to interview her again.
Just say yes, Kim. Just say yes, because we want to have you back on. Sure.
Hey, congratulations. Thank you, Kim.
Kim, we're in our 3rd season of our radio show. Isn't that amazing? We are in season 3.
Oh, look at this. Kim was one of my favorite guests. Mine too. I love Kim Copeland. I love her stories. And look, she said yes. Hey. Look at that. Yeah, we got to hold you to that, Kim. We're going to email you tomorrow. Make a note of that, Brianna.
And also, everyone, I mean, November 1st is another holiday. It's the happy Dia de los Muertos, right? The Day of the Dead.
Yes.
So happy Dia de los Muertos, right?
Thank you, Cheryl. Did you like to attempt that one?
Yes, it's the holiday where in Mexico they celebrate their departed loved ones,
Yes.
and they
We have
share stories of them, and they get together and they talk about the death and the rebirth and telling stories of people they loved or bringing their photos. It's like a lovely celebration.
I love it. And so a couple of my son's friends are very much celebrate that every year, and they send me pictures. They always put his picture on their table, and
Oh,
and their mother always sends, puts my son on their table, and I'm so grateful for that. It
that's
just
really,
makes me so happy. They keep his memory,
yeah. Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, you sounded good with that, girl.
Say wrote it in there. So
I do not know how to say that word. Dia de los. Say it again.
muertos.
With the
Mu-
spell it.
Muer, and then
Muertos.
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 Yeah, if I'm doing my best here, yes.
You're doing. I mean, maybe we both sound silly, but I'm trying my best. You sound good to me. You
Both
sound very Hispanic. Yeah. Arr.
But thank you, everyone. We've had a long time in New York. I mean, we were there in New York and Brooklyn. We had so much fun. The expo was so much fun. You know what surprised me about the expo, Kelly, is that we worked all day and all night. I mean, this place, the expo was open from 10 in the morning or
9:30 at night.
night. What's
Yeah,
that?
10 a.m. to 9:30 at night.
It was
That's like a 12-hour day.
yeah, it's a 12-hour day.
Yes.
And just to let everyone know, Kelly, because the topic of our show is share the joy of appreciation. Did I say that right? Thank you. Gracias,
Yes.
Jose. Thank you. Gracias.
And Kim says it's a great day to do mediumship readings.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is a great day to do mediumship readings.
Yes, it is.
Idea.
Of the dead.
So what we didn't tell you guys about the expo is that we both had a chance to do a lecture, and we both had our own room. We had a group of people. We had a beautiful audience, each of us. We came to support one another. And Kelly, what was your topic on? Why don't you share that with us? And we'd love to hear it.
Mine was about mine was really about like it was finding your soul's journey. It was really about, being on your soul's journey, like what it's all about. And just, I think, part of our soul's journey is finding gratitude in everything. And so that actually entered into my speech. I don't like to write my speeches down, because I feel like for me, it's like memorization, and then there's no like, feeling in it. So I just kind of go with the flow and let it happen, kind of like we do on the radio show, right? So I did that on the thing, and it was a little nerve-wracking because it was hard people couldn't hear us because we didn't have speakers on our day. They were not letting us use the speakers. So I had to yell quite loud, which, by the way, I have a very loud voice. I'm the mom of 3 kids. I've been a nanny. I can project, but people were still having difficulty hearing me. And I ended up losing my voice, I think, later that day, right?
Yes.
From the weather. But I still think it was a lot of fun. I did get a lot of great questions, and I was really grateful for that. But then, everybody, I have to say this. I watched Cheryl speak, and she's amazing. And that was the first time I've seen you speak, Cheryl. I was really impressed. You carried yourself so well. There were no ums or, you do great. I need to practice and be as good as you. I'm really impressed.
Thank you.
And I loved your talk. Tell everybody what was your subject, because it was great.
Thank you, Kelly. And, my topic was on intuition and how to use that as a superpower, and really what the benefits are to building your intuition, or does everybody have intuition? So I was really working with my audience, asking them questions, what do they think about intuition? How do we build it? And the audience asked great questions back. So really loved the communication, the interaction we had. But, why don't we just mention for a couple of moments here the benefits of building or strengthening your intuition? Like why would you do it, right? And then does everybody have it? Does everybody have intuition, or
Right?
only for a select few, so to speak?
Yep. So
So
I think we're all born with it.
yeah, we all have intuition is the answer. And whether
Mhm.
you use it or not is always up to you. But it's a beautiful thing to strengthen because, as Kelly, as you mentioned, it's like health, it's like spiritual health or spiritual fitness, you
You know,
know?
I've heard some mediums say because they ignored their gift or because they avoided it or they tried to push it away and shove it down, which honestly, that's what our society teaches children, and everybody. Like, I know as a child, like, I found out real early on that we couldn't just be ourselves. I had to like hide it, right?
Mhm.
That causes stomach problems, causes anxiety. It
Yeah,
can cause depression. And in some like sensitive people, it can cause like serious health conditions. So to me, if we could all just learn to like express ourselves and be our true authentic selves and follow that intuitive side and learn that it's part of who we are, it's only going to make life better. Imagine what this world would be like if everybody followed their gut instincts, if
mhm,
everybody felt into that empathic side that we all have. I mean, we're not, some people are very empathic. I think we're all empathic, but some people are very much. And empathic just means like feeling the people's energy around you, right? It could even be as much as feeling the world's energy, which can be overwhelming for empaths. But I think that if we could all understand and feel that empathy for each other, what a great world would have. And perhaps we might not even have the wars that we have going on, right?
right.
So can you
And
just imagine a world like that, Cheryl?
right, if we were living or trusting or listening or feeling the gut instinct or listening for that higher, intuitive voice and trusting it,
Mhm.
we would be living like our best selves, would
Our
be
true self,
we are what did you
our
say?
true selves.
True selves.
Yeah.
Right. And it's all about, putting your intuition out there, knowing that, following your intuition can save your life. Uh,
Yes.
I was talking about on my speech, I was talking about a woman that I met who followed her intuition, listened to it, didn't get in the car that day, because something happened with the car, saved her life, for not getting in it. Or another woman avoided a car accident because she changed lanes. This can save your life.
Yes.
It can also
Yes.
get you out of trouble too. If you're feeling like if you walk into an old building and it just, it doesn't feel right, or you're around a group of people you've never met, and I don't know if circumstances you don't feel right or it doesn't sound right, that is also an intuitive feeling or thought.
And Amanda says, I always have said, imagine if we all worked together, how powerful we would be, how much good we could do. I agree. And one of the things I have, you know, um, a lot of people in our society don't like confrontation.
Hmm.
They don't like to it's like people need to be held accountable. So I was the other night when we were getting off the plane, we were in row 2, row 5 or 6, there was a lady that just got off and plowed through 2 older ladies and knocked them over almost to get off
Goodness.
the plane. And
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa." I said out loud, like, "Oh my gosh," because
Yeah.
it shocked me.
Yeah.
And, other people around me were like, "Shh, you're going to cause trouble." But it's like, why doesn't everybody speak up for that? Why didn't somebody say to that woman, "Hey, stop, there's elderly, like, be careful." But we live in a society where they're afraid to confront bad behavior. And
Mm-hmm.
to me, when we accept that bad behavior and we don't say anything because of fear, it just continues and grows. And
Yeah.
how is that person ever going to know if nobody says anything to them that was so outlandish what they just did? So
Mhm.
I'm always one who speaks up, and people call me confrontational. And for me, I feel that's not confrontational. That's doing the right thing. If
Yeah.
somebody plowed your mother over, imagine what would you say something?
Mhm.
It's scary. So I think that we live in a world where people are fearful to be themselves and to express themselves because there's a lot of anger in our world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's sad. That's just my opinion.
I love what you said. And so building your intuition and just strengthening it is so important. And practice, everyone. Practice every day. Practice all the time. And by listening to your intuition, trusting it, go for it. see how you feel, right, rather than just kind of following the herd, or see how you feel that day. If you want to travel, or if you have a gut instinct about something, try, the little things that you practice with
Yes,
really add up to the big things, right, Kelly? Because
it
then you've learned to
does.
trust it, so start
It
with
does.
something little.
It's a daily practice. And I know that, like, I've always had my gift. I've always had this intuition, just like you, Cheryl. I know you've had it your whole life too, right? And
Right.
as a child, it wasn't something that you could be open about. I don't know about you, but I mean, I grew up in a very open town, at least in
Mm.
Venice Beach, where, I go to a friend's house and their mom had crystals and tarot cards and bongs on the table
No,
because it
not
was the 70s and we had all these hippie parents, right? So I was lucky in that aspect. But I still wasn't able to just be who I wanted to be, or be me. I had to like I had to like what do you call, sense out the situation to see if I could kind of be myself. So it
Huh.
was difficult making friends as a child. But I think, like, if we could all embrace that side of us, what a
Yeah.
great, I don't know, I'm always like, just being ourselves and being happy and being confident, and that sensitive side that we are
Yeah.
is only going to attract all of the things that we need in our life.
And that is a way to open and strengthen your intuition, is by having gratitude, right?
Yeah.
By having gratitude and appreciation can actually build and strengthen your intuition. That way you're in this intuitive flow, right,
Mhm.
of the heart energy, right? You're
Yes.
just living from your heart rather than from your head. And that's really where we're all moving from, a head intelligence, so to speak, to a
Yes.
heart intelligence. Um, Also, not only having gratitude for everything in your life, but being grounded is so important. A lot of us, are not grounded, or a lot of people that you may see in the world, or from time to time, are not grounded. It's very important to connect with the energy of Mother Earth. Mother Earth is so intuitive. She has such a big heart, a big soul, and really connecting and grounding, putting your feet, your energy, connecting with the beautiful divine feminine energy is really going to either catapult you or springboard you into really realizing that you are a beautiful spiritual being living in this intuitive field and flow, if you will allow it and then trust it. It will
Yes,
always
I
serve.
love that.
Yeah, it will always serve you. So
Yes.
I know we have people logging on. We still have some new people coming on. Hi, Elsie. Hey, Kimberly. Uh, Melissa, if we haven't said hi to you, Melissa, thanks again for joining us. Our topic tonight, it's about sharing the joy of appreciation and really what that can do for you during the holidays, or what's happening. We have daylight savings time coming up, right? We have so much happening with the seasons. It's getting darker earlier, right?
It
Kelly,
is. A
the
lot of
energy.
changes. A lot of
Yeah.
changes, and then um a lot of activity because of the holidays. So, yeah. And I just want to make a little announcement. Are we going to do readings tonight?
Oh, I'd love to.
So let's tell everybody we will do readings at 7:30. We'll try to break free from our talk and go into readings. So please share the live, tag a friend. If you're on Facebook, I don't know how that works on YouTube. Invite somebody, to come watch us. Let other people know about our show, and share the love. And we
And
will be picking audience members to do readings. If you want to come on, we will post a link. Please make sure that your video camera is working. You must have video camera, and that your sound is working. Because if it's not, we can't bring you up. That causes problems, right, Cheryl?
right. And then
Yeah.
also, if you would rather just email us a question, we
Yes.
can look at our emails too. And you would email a question that you have about yourself, or something you'd like we could help you with. And we'll do some readings from the email list also.
Or on
And
the comments.
yeah, or the
On the
comments, or
comments
even the
too.
comment section here, right?
Yeah.
You can ask a question by typing in the comment section as well. And thank you, Brianna. She's working backstage. You can just email us at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com.
Oh, I really like this because I am I feel the same way, Elsie. People love to cause trouble on their computers. And I just say, when you see those people, they're they're trolls. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Unfortunately, they're sad, unhappy people. Send them love. They need it. You know? And don't let them get you down. Just move on. People don't think that their words that are, even like when you put them on paper, like, or on paper, on internet, like, they're there forever. Everyone's going to see it, and they hurt, but they don't realize that. So remember that when, be what do you call that, conscientious, be aware, be mindful of the things you say that are online, because remember, those are going to be there permanently, for sure. So thank you, Brenda, for tagging people. We so appreciate you. And thank you for always supporting us and being there for us and coming to all of our events. It means the world to us. Oh, look, did we already post the link? Thanks. We weren't going live yet, but we were going to go in 7 minutes, guys. So Anne Marie, I know you're backstage. You can listen from there. We're going to finish our talk, right, Cheryl?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I did want to talk about really having gratitude and compassion. When we are coming up upon this change of season, the change of time of day, I believe people's emotions can be shifting as well, where people are either more tender or they're more emotional right now, not realizing what's happening. And our seasons are shifting. Not only are we having world events happening, but just planetary events are happening. I mean, your lives are changing, right? We just finished one holiday and for Halloween, and now today's a holiday. We have more holidays to follow. It is about being aware and being in the present moment, and know that you are really bringing something to your day. Like, I know you do this, Kelley, but because you always tell me, when you begin a day in gratitude. Like, you begin your day with intention. And that's what really our message. Is that right, Kel?
It's important for me. It works for me. I need to, before I even get out of bed, of course I get up and go to the bathroom, let the dogs out. I go back to my bed and I get on my phone and I read a little bit of news, and then, which makes you want to feel grateful for the life you have, let me tell you. And then I put the news down and I just spend about 5 minutes, really, I don't know if you call it meditating, but I feel like being more mindful and present and just preparing for my day, and just really, it's like a little pep talk in my head of like, I'm going to live more intuitively. I'm going to, not let things get to me or get in my energy. I'm going to be, grounded. I'm going to be like all of these things, and knowing that even if I get off track, I can come back to the state at any time throughout the day, because all it takes is a moment for me to breathe, right? And get back to that state of mind. We can all get a little frazzled. I don't do well with flying, crowds.
I didn't know that. You don't do well with.
I have I'm agoraphobic, so I have overcome it very well. I have had a difficult time going to concerts as an adult. India was a real struggle for me. I prepared myself. That's a very crowded country. And the flights, being confined on a little, these planes in those seats, is overwhelming. So I get a little grumpy on a flight at the end, only when I take off, like boarding and exiting. It's overwhelming. And, and those are past life things for me. I know this. I'm aware of it. And I'm usually really good. But this last flight, I was so exhausted that I think I freaked out Rebecca, who came to help us, because I had a bit of a panic attack getting off the flight, right? But I had to tell her, I'm sorry, Rebecca, I have panic. I think it's called agoraphobic, where you have a fear of being confined. I have PTSD from being in. I feel trapped, right? So I have to work on that constantly, and then everybody, I think, reacts, and so you feel that energy as a sensitive on the plane. You feel everybody's stress, so those things are hard, right? But I mean, I'm aware of it. I work through it and I get over it. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed. That's why I push the table way out and I want to be behind it.
No,
That's why I need the separation from me and the people. I love people, but I can't get too close.
I couldn't tell. Hey, look, we have someone from Australia coming at us. Hi Australia. Thank you guys so much for coming to our show tonight. We want to thank everyone for watching. And look, you can always watch our replays on Kelly's YouTube channel or my YouTube channel. We also have a website, seeingbeyondradio.com, and it has all the replays. But we'd love it if you'd subscribe to our YouTube channels. That helps us down the road as well. But yes, and Stephanie, hi Stephanie. We saw Stephanie at the expo.
It was amazing meeting you, Stephanie. Thank you.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. It was great to have you there. So much support. Thank you, Stephanie, for being with us.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Yeah, it meant so much. And Kelly, do you have any events coming up that you want to share with people? Just because we haven't been on the radio, we weren't here last week. We did a replay, but do you want to share any upcoming events?
Well, I mean, nothing online. If you're in the Sacramento area, make a comment. I'd love to know who is watching from Sacramento. I am getting ready to open a crystal store. I signed a lease. We get the keys on Saturday. I'm working on the logo. If you are interested, even if you're not from Sacramento, go to my Facebook page. I'm going to post it on my story as well here tonight. And vote for the logo that you like the best. I am having a hard time deciding on the logo, but I've narrowed it down to these 3 that I've kind of played with. There's other logos, but these ones really, so those are my only announcements. And I'm going to Egypt next year. And I know there's a lot going on right now with Israel. And I'm praying for everybody in Israel that, I'm praying for everybody. I'm just praying for all human beings that we can find some peace and no more killing, no more death, and I pray that in February, when we go on our trip, it's safe. Right now, it's considered safe because where we're going on our trip is nowhere near the borders. But I know that people have fear, and I just want to let people know it's going to be an amazing trip to Egypt. We have armed guards with us at all times. That's just the way they do their tours, no matter what. And I think it's going to be a very safe trip. So if anybody's interested, we have a very limited amount of spots left. I think 4, maybe 5 spots left still. And they're in shared rooms. So maybe you and a friend want to join us. And I pray that we're going to have peace by then. That's what I'm praying for.
Right. And it's going to be you and medium Jules Davis for February's.
Yes. Jules Davis and me. Over here, do that one. Yeah. Her and I are doing this trip. We're very excited. I'm very sad about what's happening in Israel because before this trip, Jules and I were going to meet in Israel first and then go to Egypt. And now we're going to, of course, not be doing that. But definitely Egypt is still on the books as long as everything is still smooth and running the way it is right now. Yes, because where we're going is all safe.
Yeah. And for anyone who hasn't been to Egypt and you want to go, this is a great way to see Egypt. It's a great way to have that spiritual experience and feel the energy of the pyramids and the
private time too. We get private time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Kelly.
Very excited. But until the crystal store is open, all my online events and in-person events are a little bit on hold. I'm shooting for mid-December. And I'll know more once we get into the place and we get construction started. And then, so hopefully mid-November, I'll post new events up. Okay. But I have to focus on getting set up and getting my inventory and decorating. And I'm all excited. The things I love to do. Shop. What about you, Cheryl? Let's do your announcements and then let's do the readings. We have Anne Marie who's been patiently waiting and Amanda.
Thank you. I just want to share with everyone, I do monthly small group readings, and I have one for November. So please join me in November. I believe it's the 17th of November this month. Please join me. It's a small group online event where everyone gets a reading. So you can find out that information. Thanks, Brianna, for putting that link. Check out more information on this link below. I also do a free healing prayer circle every Sunday, and that's an online event. And this Sunday, I have Kimberly Meredith. And so that'll be really nice. Kelly, I have Kimberly this Sunday. And then because it's leading up to her event on 11/11. So on 11/11, I'll be doing an event with Kimberly Meredith. It'll be about prayer and healing, and we'll be doing some readings. So you can check that out as well on my website. And then lastly,
are you doing two events with her?
Well, I'm just doing the 11/11 with Kimberly Meredith, but
and then she's coming on your prayer circle.
On my prayer
Got
circle.
It. Okay, I got confused there.
Two events. It is two events.
Yeah, it is two events. So I just wanted to specify that so people didn't get confused like I just did.
Yeah. And then I'm going to be with Suzanne Northrup for an online event in December, and that's happening December 20th. Suzanne and I have worked together a few times. We're having so much fun together. We hope you can join us. It's so much fun to work with mediums and watch how we work differently. We'll be doing readings, mediumship, and psychic readings. That's happening December 20th, and that's online as well. So many good things.
She's going to be on our show.
We're going to have Suzanne on our show too. That's happening kind of early mid-December.
Yeah, we're having her on our show in the middle of somewhere in the second week of December, I think.
So that'll be a hoot.
Brianna knows the date.
Yeah. So guys, just check out
December
both of
13th.
Yeah, the 13th. I thought it might be the 13th. Yeah. So really sign up for my newsletter at mediumcheryl.com, and Kelly as well. Her website is mediumkelly, KELLEY.com, and you'll hear from both of us about what we do together, what we do individually, what we have upcoming. It'll be great.
I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, subscribe to our Seeing Beyond newsletter as well, because we don't send a lot out on that, but we do send out what the show's about each week. We send a reminder email an hour before, and then you get an email on Thursday morning with a link to. You could listen to it on our podcasting sites. We are on all of the major podcasting apps. Like I can't even think of them, but
iHeart.
Thank you. I'm drawing a blank, but we're on all of those, and so it's just audio. But you could listen while you're driving. So great subjects to listen to, and you can enjoy that. You can listen to past shows. We appreciate that. And then we're on Podbean, which distributes to all of them. And you can listen to everything on Podbean too, if you want. I mean, whichever podcasting app you like. But we do appreciate if you guys would like us on those apps. If you could make comments on those apps, it helps us grow our following on the apps. Yeah, so if anybody does follow us on there, we appreciate that. Same with YouTube. It's also going to be on our YouTube, because we're live on YouTube, so it'll be on there the next day. And it's on Facebook, so you could listen to it again on Facebook and see the comments. Yeah, we appreciate all of the support. It is 7:35, Cheryl. Let's bring Anne-Marie up.
I'm excited.
Anne-Marie, if you could turn your video on, that would be great, so we could see you. Hi, Anne. Oops. She got disconnected. Okay. Oh, wait. Maybe she's coming back.
Hello.
Hi. We can't see you, but we can hear you at least. But sometimes when the video's not on, it kicks you off. I don't know why.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much. And I wanted to share my appreciation with both of you. You are both the most skilled, pure mediums I've ever worked with. So I just wanted to,
thank you.
Out of the gate, I wanted to acknowledge that. Anyone listening, if you're on the fence, this is the top shelf. So I just wanted to say that.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I just had a quick seeing if you knew or felt anything around my career.
Okay.
You want to go, Cheryl? You feel that? You look like you got something.
Yeah, well, I feel like there's a couple of different choices that you're trying to make. Have you actually stopped your current career? Or are you thinking about leaving it?
No, but I just feel so much resistance around this next chapter, and I don't know if it's fear or just what's
Yeah.
going on.
And so may I ask, like, do you work with people, or are you self-employed, or
Self-employed. I'm an artist and a writer.
I don't know why I'm hearing this is what I'm feeling with you, Anne Marie. Your energy feels very fluid, like a flowing river. But there's something I just keep hearing there's something stopping you, and
Mm-hmm.
that probably is fear. It's
Mm-hmm.
like we have to get out of our own way. And I asked if you worked with people because I'm thinking maybe someone else has to get out of your own way, right? But it's almost like you need to step back and get out of your own way. I do feel like your energy is shifting and growing and opening to another level or to new ideas or new inspiration. So I do feel this might be something about you and the fear that you're having with this. And Kelly, I'm going to hand it to you. What are you picking up?
Yeah, Anne Marie, I feel like there's something big inside of you that you're holding back on.
Mm-hmm.
And you said writer, and I'm glad that you said that because I just kept feeling like it has to do with like writing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say writer, I want to have you writing like screenplays or writing for like TV show or something like that. Is that the kind of writer you are?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I feel like there's a big show inside of you.
Yes.
That's what I keep hearing. And
Yes.
you just haven't met the right person. So I love that Cheryl talked about partnering with somebody. Isn't
Yes.
that what you said, Cheryl? That's what I heard, at least.
That's okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what I heard when you talked to
Getting out of her own way, and whether you partner with someone or just step back and see who comes into your area. It's almost like so much you're controlling it. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. So I feel like there's a partner out there for you, but it's more of a financial partner who backs you. So it doesn't feel like a partner who's writing with you. It feels like somebody who believes in you and wants to help you. I also feel like I don't know if you work with a network or if you have worked with a network, but I do see you working with a network. And the one I keep seeing or feeling and seeing are letters, and that's A&E. So I don't know if that makes any sense or if you've ever worked with them. Have you?
No, but that's in negotiations. So
okay, because I feel like that's what's happening. And I do feel like somebody, high up really kind of sees your potential and pushes you out of your comfort zone. And I say comfort zone because part of you is holding back. And it's really important for you to like allow yourself to just flow because there's a lot happening inside of you that is ready to just come out. And it feels comedic. So I feel like you've got a comedy show in you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, you make me laugh every time. I love your laugh. Ladies, I can't even tell you, you work so well in tandem. I can't, it is like such a blessing and a joy. And I seriously, I meant it when I said it, the most skilled professionals I've ever worked with. So I just want to make sure you guys know that moving forward.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. So much. Bless you both.
Well, we wish you the best, Anne Marie. Let us know how it goes, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to put you backstage.
Okay. Bye-bye.
And let me just add to Anne Marie.
One more thing.
Just one more thing, Anne Marie. I do feel there's a male that's going to be helping you, and you already know this male. All right?
Okay.
That's what I felt. You already know someone who's going to be helping you on this journey, on this path, like a collaboration. So I hope that helps. And yes, we do want to hear back from you. And please,
thank you.
Listen, keep in touch with us.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you, Kelly, for letting me get that in.
Yeah. And then Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
How can we help you tonight?
I just wanted to see if anybody has any message for me that has passed.
Okay.
I've lost a lot of people, so you might have to siphon through a lot of people. But
well, let me try this one, Cheryl, because I felt spirit with Amanda, and I just feel like I want to go with this. I immediately have a woman on your mom's side. I don't know if this is a mother or if this is like a grandmother, but she's definitely very maternal for you. Would you understand somebody? Is this mom or grandmother or both?
grandmother?
Okay, it's grandmother. And you understand her, you and her had you still have it, but in life you had this bond where
Mm-hmm.
you could talk to her about things that you couldn't necessarily talk to with other people in the family. Do you
Well, I
understand?
was young. I was young. So, she passed away when I was in college, but I don't remember, what kind of stuff I really
But
talked
you guys
with her
had a
about.
good bond. Do you remember
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember the bond. I remember love going to see Nana.
And she loved you so much, and I
Mhm,
feel like she really comes through to support you. And I feel like this grandmother, she was somebody that was kind of special because there's this like loving kind heart to her. She actually
mhm,
reminds me of Cheryl. She's very very maternal, very, and Cheryl's not a mom, but I swear to God Cheryl's a mom. And she has the most maternal side ever, way more than me, and I'm a mom.
yeah,
And I feel like your grandma was very maternal, very even tempered, very like calm and easy to talk to and
mhm,
easy to get along with.
mhm,
And that she was a good listener. And she keeps saying, I'm still a good listener, Amanda. Like, you talk to me and I'm here with you and I'm listening and I'm giving you advice. She
mhm,
wants to guide you because I do feel like you're going through a transition right now in life
mhm,
and that things are a little bit confusing or off kilter for you
mhm.
because you like structure and you don't like change. But
Yes.
you're being pushed out of your comfort zone, and your grandmother's really coming through. And I know this is turning psychic, and I'm sorry, but
It's okay.
grandma's doing it, not me.
Yeah.
It's that she's saying, like, you're resisting a little bit, and she wants you to know, like, this is the journey you're going on, and just, go with it and allow it to happen because good things are happening, whether you believe it or not.
No, I
Because
believe it.
scare changes, I mean, changes scare you. Get my words
Mhm.
mixed up. Do you understand this?
Yes.
You like your structure, you like your consistency, you like to know what's happening. And she's
Mhm.
saying sometimes in life you get thrown these curveballs, but they're a blessing.
Yeah.
And she wants you to remember that because you're being thrown a curveball right now. Do you
Yeah.
understand this?
Yes.
Okay, so know that. And what is it with Tweety Bird? Do you know anything about a Tweety Bird?
She used to have birds.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm like, why do I see birds in a
Yeah.
cage and I want to go Tweety, Tweety, Tweety,
And I
like
have a
little.
connection with birds. I've always loved birds. I see
Okay,
cardinals everywhere, hummingbirds. Like, I
well,
love
that's what
them.
she gives you then
Yeah.
as birds because
Yeah.
she's showing me the birds and I keep seeing that cartoon with Tweety Bird and the
Yeah.
cat,
Yeah.
Sylvester the cat. So,
Yeah.
Grandma's just letting you know she's always with you. All right.
Mhm.
I'm going to leave you with that. Cheryl, do you
Okay.
have anything?
I do. I felt your grandfather coming through, and I just feel you to be kind of a rock, in your life. Like you've always been grounded and kind of sure of yourself. And I
Mhm.
do, as Kelly mentioned, so beautifully too, Kelly, you mentioned a curveball, or it does feel like maybe there are some surprises coming your way and maybe you weren't planning on them. I don't know. Do you understand that? It just feels like we get dizzy because sometimes the world feels like it's going around too fast for us. But I want to tell you that you're solid. Your grandfather is talking to me about you taking care of your health,
Mhm.
keeping that number one. And also around the people that you meet, I want to be, be conscientious of energy, whether you're
Mhm.
just meeting them for a few hours and you've never met them before. Be very conscientious of where your energy is going or what you're receiving, because it feels like you're at a vulnerable place in your life right now. Do you understand that, please? And yeah.
Yeah, you recently told me I was a healer, so I've been really diving into that and trying to learn as much as possible with that. So that's probably the energy thing because, I am able to heal people. And so I'm looking into that and I'm learning how to protect myself and ground myself and stuff like that.
That's great.
Um
That's great.
yeah.
And also that your clairvoyance is really opening up, or your third
Mhm.
eye, or just maybe just an inner vision for yourself, or maybe you're able to kind of see energy. But I want to
Mhm.
say, even faculties that we didn't plan on opening up, because once you start opening up, everything else will open up to create a balance and a flow for you. So
Okay.
as long as, once again, setting the intention, we know before you do your work as a healer, that you're here to help or be in service to for someone, or something, really setting that intention is going to mean, it's going to help direct the energy flow for you. That's what
Okay.
I'm, yeah.
Okay.
Lots of good things, though, coming your way. I really feel like January is a big month for you. It just
It's
feels
my
like
birthday.
really
Capricorn.
Yeah, I'm a
Yes.
Capricorn.
Yes.
feels like a big opening happening. Like someone just opened up another door for you.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I feel it. I feel something's coming.
yeah, that's
Can
great.
I ask you one thing? Are you done, Cheryl? I just don't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, you're good.
Are you in a relationship, Amanda?
I'm in between. I'm not really in a committed relationship. Yeah.
I feel a very exciting relationship coming here real soon.
Okay.
I feel like a meeting of almost was like the meeting of two stars. That's all I'm
Okay.
going to say. It's one of those things that's like a whirlwind. It happens quick when it happens, and there's a lot of sparks. That's what I feel like it's happening here real soon. And I
Okay.
want to say in the next 3 months. So
Okay.
by January. And I feel like January is a big month too. It's kind of an exciting month. You're putting out those like love vibes. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I've been crystal shopping myself, and apparently, you know, the ones that I'm drawn to are all surrounded with the heart chakra and love and self-love and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, well, I get it also because my health, as you mentioned, Cheryl, you know, it's like, yes, I love myself more, but I need to love myself enough to start eating better because that's so hard for me to eat foods that don't hurt me.
Right.
I'm the same way.
Yep.
It's a
It's so
daily
hard.
struggle. Daily struggle.
I see
And I
it.
have to love myself enough to do that, to eat well and to take care of myself. So that's why how I'm interpreting it.
And really, it's not about taking anything out and being depleting yourself. It's about just adding in more of the good stuff. You know, that's a kind of nice way to eat some more good stuff, but not to cut yourself short. I just to finish here, I do see an Indian Native American medicine man walking behind you, and he's wearing all white, and he's very tall, and he has like a medicine wheel. And I do believe that you're connected some way. At least you have a guide that's Native American. And I do feel like somehow foods you'll incorporate that even into your healing when you're working with other people. Maybe you'll be, you know, sharing your wisdom of healing foods or, you know, healing modalities with other people in many ways, right?
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I feel that too. So
that's so cool.
We wish you the best, Amanda. Again, let us know what's going on. If we're like right on anything in the future, like chime in and let us know. We appreciate it. Okay.
Sure will. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
I'm going to put you backstage, but you can exit it and listen on wherever you're listening, or you can stay backstage and listen. It's up to you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, and do we have any questions coming in?
We do, and I want to post this from Real Housewives of Antelope Valley, which is Kit. She says, my friend Elsa Faye missed out on her dream job yesterday. Do you see anything else coming for her that would be even better? There's another job opening with the same company in January. I don't feel like she missed out on her dream job. I think she thinks she did. I feel like the dream job is coming. That was just sort of like a push for her not to like miss all this next opportunity that's coming up, and perhaps it's with this company, but I do feel like January, February, March, she has several opportunities is what it feels like to me. And I don't know why, but I see January, February, March, so it's almost like a 3-month period where she has a lot of different opportunities, and I want to encourage her to be awfully picky, to choose one that meets her needs and not settle. I feel like that's really important, not to settle, because she's going to get everything she wants. That's what I feel. What about you, Cheryl?
So what I'm feeling around Alyssa Faye is I actually felt, I don't know if you said this, Kelly, maybe you did. I felt January is a good time with the same company. It's like, I felt good about that. And I want to say Alyssa Faye has some fear around her. And I want to say, take the leap, take the jump. It may be a dream job for her, but we still have to kind of trust in the way that it's going to work out. So I hope that she's okay. I know it can be, disappointing that, something got away, but, it's not really until the future, till hindsight happens, that we are always appreciative of what's happened on her behalf. I think if she's willing to take a risk or take a chance, I even felt travel with her and or a move. So if that helps, I just felt that happening, but it's all in a good way and it's all planned.
That's great. Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank
I
you.
wanted to read this one here from Sue, who we absolutely love. Sue Needham. She always supports us. She always shows up for our events. So thank you, Sue. And she's been feeling down, mentally lost, and she's looking for any words of wisdom to help and anything to look forward to. And Sue, I just know you're such a special soul, and you're so empathic, and you're so sensitive, and you feel so much around you. I'm not surprised that you're feeling a little down. There's a lot going on in the world, and you're an empath. And this can happen. I know that me as an empath struggles with what's going on in Israel and with the Palestinians and just the whole thing, and not just that country. I mean, there's a lot happening around the world. And as sensitives, we have to, it's hard to stay, in our own space. And then we're coming up on the holidays, Sue, and I know you miss your loved ones. I do have to say your loved ones are always with you. I know things are going to get better for you. I know it's been a difficult time. I feel like the last few months, mainly, I don't know if it's that you're worried about health issues, because that's what I'm feeling is like there's some sense of fear or worry around health issues. And I'm not sure if they're your health issues or somebody close to you, but I have to say everything's going to be okay is what I hear. Like to have that faith, have that trust in the universe that you're being, you're being looked after, you're being guided, you're being loved from the other side. And it may be difficult to see now, but when you come out of it, you'll see all that love and know that it's going to be okay. I do feel like things are going to get better and that the holidays are going to get easier for you. That's what I feel in here. What about you, Cheryl? Do you see anything?
Well, thanks, Kelly. And hi, Sue. Lots of love to you. And definitely you're very sensitive and you do have lots of obstacles and challenges happening. It's as if when it rains, it pours, right? So when it rains, it pours. And it's almost like this big, tidal wave just kind of bowling you over. It's hard to either stay organized or get up each morning. I mean, I really do feel a loneliness or, just trying to have the energy to get through the day. So I hope you have some close friends that you can reach out to. I want to say that you do have Mother Mary energy with you, whether you pray to her or you think of her. If not Mother Mary, you can always refer to it as the divine female energy, and that is very strong. And that even when we're feeling down and out, so to speak, Sue, these are times of creating. And that's where I feel you are right now. You're at a moment of creating, really like, what do I want? What do I not want? Right? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? And maybe all you want at this moment is to appreciate the little things. And I got to tell you, you appreciating those little things will add up to big things, right? I want to say I do feel there's people, one or two people around you that may not have your best interest at heart, or maybe they pull on your energy, that type of thing. I don't think it's your kids or your family. I feel like it's just somebody from the outside. I'm not sure who it is, but it's whether it's they're just they take a lot of extra effort. We could say that. So just be careful with your energy. It's so tender right now, and we're all going through different things. But your energy is certainly one of great strength and great stature is what I'm feeling. So it's as if you're kind of learning to let go of things that no longer serve you and or people or situations, and really stepping into more of a higher way of living, a higher way of knowing. Maybe that intuition is kicking in more. So always set that intention each and every day, not only that you're grateful, but really what is it that you'd like to attract every day, right?
Yes, I love that. I love that, Cheryl. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
So we do have another great question here. And Kit said, thank you so much. That's so exciting.
Oh.
And then where is it? So right here from Maria, do you see any money-making opportunity coming my way? And if so, what would it be? Maria, let me know in the comments. Are you a creative person? Because I see you making money using something that you already do, or creating money from something that you're creative about. So I feel like you think outside the box. I feel like you're great at planning things and pulling things together. And I see a business coming out of these two things. So, and it's a side business, right? A side hustle, whatever you want to call it, but it's extra money. I don't feel like it's your bread and butter, but it's definitely a way to like take that next step to bring in more income. So I hope that helps. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like it's going to be something that kind of falls in your lap because of like people know what you do. It's like people start asking you to do this for them. It's almost like party planning or like things like that. So I don't know if that makes sense, but let me know in the comments. What about you, Cheryl? Do you see anything? Because that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I love what you said, Kelly. And Maria, what I feel for you is you have been you've been paying a lot of bills lately, or you've been, you've been putting out a lot of money, right? You have been paying off bills or what have you. It's like it's been going out is what I mean. I see it coming in, and I'm hearing to prepare because there's a lot more money coming in, right? So it's as almost like you're doing a kickstart, or there's a kickstart. I don't think it's going to be right at the beginning of the year. You may experience a little bit at the beginning of the year. Are you feeling it later in the year, Kelly, or later?
Second or third month, I feel.
Very good. Thank you. It's more that way. Yeah. So, but I want to tell you, I feel like right now you're in a preparing mode. Like, sometimes we prepare, sometimes we harvest, sometimes we sell, our goods, so to speak. Like right now you're in preparing mode. You're gathering information, you're paying off, or the money's going out because you're doing good things with it. But I want to tell you, it is about preparing. And then I feel like this ebb and flow of energy with you, your level of gratitude is what I'm hearing has grown so much. And I don't know why, but this is how I hear it, is your level of gratitude has grown so much. It's just kind of like watch the universe, watch the universe happen for you. And I love it. Kelly mentioned February, March of next year. Definitely. Like your dues are coming, I guess you could say, or your time is coming. Your willingness to receive is coming, Maria. So maybe you have opened up yourself in some way, your heart, to allow the universe to give to you, right? Because we don't, Kelly, isn't it true? We all need practice receiving.
Oh, yeah. I have to work on getting compliments.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you need glasses, or you need this. Somebody says something, like, it's like, you don't know what you're saying. It's hard. It's really hard to receive compliments. It just is. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel, Maria, like you're tying up things. I think that's it. You're tying up loose ends. Maybe that's part of the preparing. Because I want to say, I think not only 2024 for you, Maria, but 2025 is a big deal. These are great opportunities. You're having some awakening is also what I'm hearing. So is that what you got, Kelly? If it's not happening yet for you, it's coming.
Things kind of just start falling into place.
Yeah, right. I love that.
I feel like, because people are like, oh, let's ask Maria. Oh, Maria's good at this. So you just start getting invited to do things, is what I hear.
So she's asking if it's jewelry making. I'm saying if it's something you love to do, I would call it like spiritual jewelry making. And that's a yes from me. Is that what you're getting, Kelly?
I am too. Yes. I'm going to say that. I just feel like people want you to be part of things because of what you're doing, and they want to include it, and it's a way to make money. That's what I keep hearing.
And we would love to see your jewelry, or some of it, just to keep us in the loop, Maria, what's happening,
Hey, send me pictures. I'm opening a crystal store. Maybe I want to buy some. I'm going to be all about custom design jewelry and local artists, but you're not local, but still, you never know. I like things that are made by people, not like manufactured.
Yeah. And Kelly met some wonderful people. I just want to tell you, we met so many neat people at the expo. So everyone who's joining us from the expo, because we have new people watching us tonight, we have new people coming in. So thank you guys so much for watching our show.
Yes. And Sue said, spot on again. This is so good to hear. You angels know how to lift me up. Well, I am so glad, Sue. We wish you the best, sending you lots of love.
Yes.
Lots of love. It's 8:01, Cheryl. Can you believe it?
No, it goes by so quickly.
I was so happy to do the show tonight because I've kind of missed it last week.
No, it's nice to sit back in when you've been gone a week, right?
Right? It's like, oh, I miss everybody.
Yeah.
So, oh, and she says, my daughters have a wedding hair and makeup business, and I was thinking of making bracelets to sell there.
Oh,
Yes,
pretty. That would be pretty. Yeah.
There's a huge creative side of you that's dying to get out. So follow that path. That's what I feel.
I could see you making bracelets for everyone that attended, the wedding, so to speak, whether they look different or they're male, female, what have you, or whatever that is. But it's like, this isn't just a couple of bracelets, so to speak. Like if you want, this has the energy of something grander.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Wish you the best, Maria. Okay. Well, what a great show. I enjoyed it. We'll be talking about the holidays and holiday stress over the next, couple of months, right? And New Year's.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you, Maria. Thank you so much.
Oh.
If anybody has any suggestions for show ideas, email the show at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com. If there's a guest or somebody you want to hear that you would love us to interview, give us ideas, send us an email about them and who they are, and we'll reach out to them. I mean, we're looking for new guest ideas. We're looking for people that we haven't talked to or subjects we haven't tapped on yet, because while we're doing the show to teach you, we're also learning at the same time. So we're open to lots of different ideas, and maybe they're controversial, maybe they're not, but we want to approach it with an open mind and share with everybody. And whether it's something we believe in, or maybe it's something we're learning about, right? We're open, and we want you guys to be open. So don't feel like you can't email us about these things. Send us an email and let us know what you'd like to see on the show. We're excited to do this. We're really trying to grow the show and reach more people, do more subjects, really kind of embrace this whole idea of spreading the word around the world, right? We want to reach the world. We have big aspirations.
We are reaching the world.
Yeah. One little baby step at a time, but it all counts.
But thank you what you said, Kelly. And it's so true. I mean, our show is because of you. So we always want to connect with you and find out how you're doing, what struggles you're having, what suggestions you're having. We appreciate any feedback. You can always send us an email at questions@seeingbeyondradio.com. And for everyone this evening, you've been watching our show, Seeing Beyond, Living Transformed. I want to thank my colleague tonight, Kelly Eckhart.
Thank you, Cheryl.
It's been a joy, and it's so great to be back. We'll see all of you again next Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. Pacific and 10 p.m. Eastern. So have a lovely evening, everyone. Have a great week. And thank you, Brianna, for working backstage.
Thank you.
Doing all of our hard work back there. We appreciate you sharing information to our listeners. So thank you for that. And for everyone, have a wonderful evening and namaste.